morning. It is Monday, November 13th. And today was a little bit of a hot mess. Wow. So for Power Hour, we switched groups today. Which is always a little weird, and the kids don't always know what they're doing. But for my students, I made a PowerPoint slide, and I put the names of the teachers they were going to be going to, and I put their names underneath the teachers. I had told them on Friday who they were going to. I also told them again this morning, and I had it posted, and I read it to them right before they left. But we had 2 teachers gone and 2 paras gone. So 4 people. 4 people were gone out of our group. That kind of tumbles our house of cards because all of those people are responsible for a group of students to teach them math. So we were scrambling at the last second to figure out where to put students. I never did have all my right kids. I was still missing like 4 from one classroom that had a substitute. That's probably what happened. They got mixed up and didn't know where to go. Also, the reading teacher was gone. So my 2 kids that go to reading came back and said, "She's not there." And I said, "Your teacher's not there?" And they're like, "No." I said, "Just stay with me." So I kept them with me, and I thought, it's not going to hurt them any to have some enrichment with place value. Not a problem at all. So I ended up having only 8 students, which was great, but that means that somebody had way more than they were supposed to. So tomorrow should be better as far as that goes. I never got a chance to talk to you this morning. It is already almost 11 o'clock. It's specials time, and I had no time to talk before that because this morning was wackadoo with people being gone and just didn't have time to get on here, but I thought I'd jump on now and let you know what's up, show you my outfit, and then I would get back to work getting stuff ready for the afternoon. I think I'm just going to have my reading kids reread the story that we read last week that was new, and then we'll talk about comprehension, and I want them to understand the story so they can retell it. That's one of the skills that several of them did not master last quarter, was telling the beginning, middle, and end of a story. So I want to work on that with all groups because that will also tie in to comprehension questions later when we're testing. And then we're going to be working on story elements: characters, setting, problem, and solution. Those are the 4 things that they're supposed to be able to pick out of a story for their assessment. So it's usually not that big a deal, but I want to start super early because I do have lots of low readers, and some of them are slower processing, so I want them to have plenty of processing time and practice time in reading groups and in whole group. So we're starting making meaning today, finally, after 2nd quarter. My goodness, but better late than never. So I didn't realize I picked lesson 2 instead of lesson 1 to start with, but that's okay. I'll just do lesson 1 next week. It's no big deal. So this week's book is When I Was Little, Memoirs of a 4-Year-Old. It's written by Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress, yes, and it's about her daughter. So it's super cute and super funny, and the kids will really enjoy it. And I thought about maybe filming my lesson. I forgot my tripod, so that may have to wait till tomorrow, but that would be really fun to show you a lesson because tomorrow they're going to get to turn and talk to their partner. I've already got partners assigned on the board for math, so I thought I'd just keep the same partners for making meaning this week. I'll switch them every week. So let me show you my outfit, and then I'm going to get back to work. I have some very soft leggings on from Walmart, and I've worn these once before. They have owls on them. I have a brown background. Then I have a brown kind of a burnout lacy tee from Maurice's. I have a little sweater cardigan thingy from Maurice's. This scarf, I'm really not sure where I got it. I get scarves from Target and Kohl's and Maurice's and Old Navy and Walmart. So anybody's guess where it came from. Could have been Dress Barn too. I don't know. I've had it for a little while, so I'm not sure where it came from. The earrings came from Cato. The bracelet came from Cato. My Alex Nitty Pineapple bracelet. The ring is one of those Lottie Dotties with the magnetic insert. My watch, it's one of those lobster claw clasp bands that goes on whatever face you chose. And I got these from Amazon, but like I said, I don't think they have them anymore. And then I found some super tall suede-like brown boots that I didn't even know I had. So I've been looking around in my little storage area where I put my fall and winter stuff last year and then didn't go and get any of that stuff because I was on a knee scooter and could not get to it. So this is like new things to me. I've hardly worn this at all. So I didn't even remember having these. And these came from ShoeDazzle.com. So if you're in the mood for boots or shoes or whatever, I recommend ShoeDazzle. They have some nice deals. Okay, let me back up so you can see everything. See the owls on my soft leggings. They're very soft and smooth. I have this little long sleeve, just kind of a tee that's got like a lacy pattern in it. And the scarf. Very comfortable, and if I wanted to, I could take the scarf off. It's getting a little warm, even though it's not super warm today. It's only like 50 something, but it's kind of warm in here. So I might take the scarf off for a little while, give myself a little break. But that's what I'm wearing. I'm going to go see what I have on the books for tomorrow. I don't need to get anything prepared because everything was prepared last week. Yay. I have a substitute this afternoon for an hour because we have literacy meetings with our literacy consultant, but she's only here half a day, which I'm kind of glad. So we're just going to do a little snippet of something with her today. So the cool thing is, first grade is going from 125 to 225. Well, 130 to 150 is recess, so there's no planning involved there. And then when they come back, they use the restroom, get a drink, come back to the room, and then we usually do science or social studies. Well, I switched my Monday and Tuesday things because the thing I had planned for tomorrow was just them coloring in that Fall Is book and reading it so that we could talk about the fall season. So that's what they're going to do today. Super easy. And I need to print out my plans for the sub because I forgot to print them this morning. I never had a chance. So I will go do that. I've already got them typed up in the computer. I just need to shoot them to the copier. No biggie. But super easy, and then I'll be back and we'll pack and go home. So my afternoon's pretty easy. Pretty happy about that. So after lunch, they'll do their spelling page, which is a turkey page. Yes, it's a turkey page again, where they just write the words. And then after that, we did a new set of morning pages this morning, and they were totally different than the last set. And so the kids were all like, what do you do here? I don't know. How do you do this? Because they're not able to read the directions very well, most of them. So I just said, okay, just do the best you can. When we come back in after Power Hour, that will be what we do instead of our math fact page. We'll do it together. They're like, okay. Because seriously, every single thing on it was new. Totally new skills. And they're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, it's okay. I know. These are totally different. We'll just do it together. And the ones that had finished, because they were able to read it, I had them get their pages and check it to make sure they did it right. So really, I don't have to check them. You did it good. Shit. Into the recycle bin it goes. I'll give them credit for it on their punch card. So that's nice not have to check them because we did it together. The good thing is the rest of the pages for the month will be the same things, just different words and different numbers to use. So the math today was fact families, which is what we've been doing all along, but I still have students that just don't get it. So hopefully by the end of the week they'll get it because that's what we've been doing. And we did lesson 5 today. So I'm hoping that they get it so they can figure it out for the test next week. Then since we did the morning work together and we didn't do a fact page, I said, oh guys, guess what? After you get your spelling word page done today where you just write your 6 words, you can go straight to your color wheel things. And they're like, oh wow. I said, yeah, because you already did your morning work and that was also your fact page. And they're like, oh cool. I'm like, yeah, so we're all caught up. Nobody has anything left over to do. Yay. That'll be nice. What wasn't nice was I neglected to plug the iPads into the chargers since I only had 3 chargers working. No, I only had 2 chargers working. So I only had 2 iPads working today. The rest of them were dead. So I didn't have enough charged up iPads for the rest of the students. Yeah, I let the 2 that had iPads that were working do Prodigy. The rest of them did a math game. And I told them they can do their Prodigy during center wheel time for like 25 minutes. The same amount of time the other kids got to make up for it. Because since I plugged them in around 10, they'll be charged up by noon. Enough, at least, to do that. Sounds pretty good to me. I'll talk to you later. All right, it is lunchtime. I just got the students deposited from PE to lunch. I remembered my germ juice today. I've only forgotten once, so that wasn't too bad. And last week was a little off, so I'm cutting myself some slack. None of them died, so I'm sure they're fine. In the kitchen was leftover turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing from our Thanksgiving feast last week, so I got a little bit of that for lunch. And I have my guest teacher plans printed out for the hour that I'm going to be gone. I've got the teacher book with the directions on what to do with the student books, and they each have the student number on the books because they tend to forget to write their name, and then we don't have to wonder whose is whose. And then after they work on that, I had a contingency plan in case I'm late getting back. And so I put on there, in case I'm late, the people that get finished can get their book boxes and read out of them. I redid my nails last night. And so here's my new deal. I don't know if you can tell. These are really pretty sparkly, a deep blue. It's not really, it's sort of a navy, but not really. And I've got white pinkies and thumbs. I think I'm going to eat my lunch here, and then it'll be about time to get the kiddos, because I have about 10 minutes. That's about enough time to eat a little bit of turkey, and then I have to go get my turkeys. Yep. So I told you what the afternoon was like, so that's what we're going to do, and then I'll probably chat with you after school and let you know how everything went. So, chat with you later. Sam liked to hit the ball, but Jessie wants to look at bugs. You told me where the story happens is at the park, just like the title, A Day at the Park. So when does it take place? When is the story happening? Is it in the morning, in the evening? Is it
in the evening?
In the evening? Is it winter or spring or fall?
Spring.
You think it's spring? Why do you think it's spring?
Since it's really hot out there and people go outside whenever it's hot.
What were the boys wearing?
They were wearing summer clothes.
Summer clothes, yeah. They have shorts and t-shirts on. So since they're wearing short sleeve shirts and shorts, that's a clue that it's nice outside, so it's probably the spring or summer. Yeah.
I would say summer.
Could be. Okay. Remember the sound for at the end of a word? Oh, think about November, September, October. What two letters?
E-R.
E-R. All right. Got it. You didn't need my help, you silly Willy. I'm going to do this one first.
My chunk book.
Yep, my consonant digraphs. Which are chunks? Chunks are just pieces of words that we know. Here we go. Are you ready? Open up your book, please. Ready, set, read. C-K says k, like in duck.
And it is a dog.
Woo! You guys are going to be ready to rock on Wednesday for sure. Because you can practice on your own too. And we'll practice again during groups tomorrow. Then we'll test on Wednesday, okay? This is Down on the Farm. So do a picture walk and see what's going on in that story, and then we'll read it. Okay, what do you think this story is about, friends? The farm. What makes you think it's about farm and animals?
It's because there's too many.
Oh, and what's the title?
Down on the farm.
So it's probably something to do with a farm, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What kind of animals did you see?
I saw a goat and a pig.
A goat and a pig.
Chickens. A dog.
Dog. What did you see?
I saw cows.
Cows.
A pig too.
Cool. Let's open your book. Okay. Let's read the title. Down on the farm. All right. Now let's read. There are so many sounds that you can hear. You can hear. You can hear. There are so many sounds that you can hear down on the farm. Do you think that might work with the wheels on the bus music?
Yeah.
Let's try that. Turn it back that page. Let's see if it'll work. The wheels on the bus go round and round. You got that song in your head?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see if we can put those words with that music. Okay? There are so many sounds that you can hear. You can hear. You can hear. There are so many sounds that you can hear down on the farm. It totally worked, didn't it? Cool.
It's the same beating.
Yeah? That's the song. Hey, it's the end of the day. It's about 3:30, and I am just making sure that there are the right number of erasers for my math games in these little bags. We played the candy corn math game today, and sometimes the kids don't count very carefully, even though I ask them to. Or when they dump their erasers in the bag, some of them fall out. So I'm about halfway through counting these lovelies so that they're ready for tomorrow. Oh, we're missing one of these little dudes. So I'll go find another one of those. We generally lose one every once in a while. They're super cheap, thankfully. You get like 60 for $1 in the dollar spot at Target, so Can afford to lose one or two here and there. Put that on top and I'll know that that one's missing one. I'm gonna go home and just crash because I'm tired and this day was kind of rough because of behaviors and stuff, so hopefully tomorrow will be better. Anytime you have a change in your schedule, it totally throws them off, and we had lots of those today. We had new intervention groups, and then not everybody went to the right place, and then we had our schedule after that was thrown off because we had guest firemen coming to read. Then our schedule was thrown off again because we had the substitute because I had to go to that literacy training thing. So just a whole bunch of wackadoo. I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday, November 14th. And it's almost 11 o'clock again because the mornings are just crazy. So today we did more fact families in Go Math, and that went fairly well. And for Power Hour, we did some more place value activities, and those went well. I almost had all my students. Some of them were gone today, so that's why I didn't have them all. So I only ended up having 8 students again, that's okay with me. So some of them were sick, apparently. And we were able to get our phonics lesson in. We're changing the different sections of the sounds in 3-letter words, so I make sure that I change the middle sound. Sometimes I change the beginning sound. Sometimes I change the ending sound, because some students are having trouble reading through words, so we're trying to fix that. My friends are at specials right now, and I have not taken my medicine yet, my antibiotic, and I haven't eaten anything, so I'm feeling kind of ugh. So I'm going to go eat a little something so I can make myself feel better, hopefully, and take my medicine and gear up for the afternoon. I'm just really worn out today for some reason. I think part of it's the weather. It started out as a rainy, gross day. It's inside recess right now, and that's never good. And it just is gray and gloomy and drizzly and wet and yuck. So that's okay though. We'll make it. I shouldn't have to do anything after school as far as running around and doing errands. I should be able to just go home. We still have some leftover hamburgers, and I can make some more french fries and some other things to go with it. So we've got plenty of side things we can do. And then I'm going to just chill out of my jammies and watch some of my YouTube friends that I haven't gotten a chance to watch because all weekend I was messing with that silly vlog that would not upload because I couldn't save it because there was too much footage apparently and not enough storage. So yeah, you know the rigmarole of that. It ended up being in 3 parts. So I'm trying to pare this one down. So I'm going to cut out some of the chitter chatter and make it a little more streamlined. That's my plan. So I'm going to go get something to eat. And I'm going to get my mind wrapped around the rest of the day, and I'll chat with you later. Here's my outfit today, forgot to tell you. So I'm wearing some gray leggings from Maurice's. I have some tall, over-the-knee, suede-like boots that keep sliding down, which is why I'm fixing them, from shoedazzle.com, just like the boots from yesterday. And I have a little hoodie thing from Maurice's. It's kind of fancy. And then I have jewelry from Maurice's. This is from... I think it's from Maurice's too. This is from Maurice's. This is my Alex and Annie pineapple bracelet. And this is from Kohl's, I do believe. Probably. And, oh, these are from Maurice's. They're just separate little ring sets. And you can wear them together. You can wear them separately, whatever. I just thought it was kind of, they're kind of goofy now, but there we go. Kind of go together like that. They don't stay together real well. They kind of flop around, but that's the gist of it right there. And I showed you my nails yesterday, but they're still looking good. Feeling good. All right, let me back up so you can see the whole deal. I go get a snack and take my medicine and just breathe for a few minutes. And I'll talk to you later. My book order came in, so I thought I'd show you what we got. So, I have Happy Dreamer. I got this Owl Diaries book. I have the other 5. I think this is number 6. So I have this set. It's really cute. My students last year liked it. I got the Gingerbread Man loose at school, and it came with a little gingerbread man, so that's super fun. And I've got some stickers that came with the order module. And then we've got the wish tree, The Adventures of Otto, See Santa Nap. That's it because I did not have very many people order. The Happy Dreamer and the Gingerbread Boy or Gingerbread Man Lost at School. And this one, all mine! Yay! And this friend will get a sticker pack because he ordered. So, yep, it's a small little order, but that's okay. Christmas is coming and they'll probably want to get some books then. Hi, it's the end of the day. Kids are in their dismissal spots. And I was feeling very shaky. I think my blood sugar was kind of low, so I made myself a peanut butter sandwich to eat. And I think that's helping. I've eaten a little bit of it. I'm just going to kind of pace myself. I wasn't able to get my Making Meaning lesson filmed. It just did not work. I couldn't find a good angle where I didn't have the kids showing, so I'm going to have to do some kind of finagling to do that. But I'll get it figured out. We still have trouble with people blurting out in the middle of stories. And that's become a real problem as of late. They'll hear one thing that triggers some kind of connection in their brain and they just, bleh! I have a dog. And you're like, okay, that's great. But right now it's time to, my turn to talk, your turn to listen. We're working on that still a lot. Probably will be forever. Yeah, it got to be a little much today when I couldn't even finish a sentence. And finally I just stopped and looked at them like I just went. And it got really awkward and uncomfortable for them, I think. Not for me so much because I just was like, I don't know what to say to you. I've already said everything 200 times over. So I just sat and looked at them and just was like, Yeah. We read a Reading A to Z projectable book called The First Thanksgiving, and it's meant to be a shared reading because it's got a lot of information in it. It's just too high for most first graders to read on their own. But it had great nonfiction text features in it, so I pointed those out during the story, after the story, and then we talked about them again. So it had a table of contents, it had a caption, it had a glossary, and it had headings. So those are some things that the students are supposed to be aware of and be able to pinpoint in a story and kind of look for. So every time we read a nonfiction text, we're going to point those out. My highest group today, which are second grade level readers, we started a nonfiction book about dolphins. And we only read about 4 pages because we get shorted on time, unfortunately, sometimes. So in that book, I was pointing out the nonfiction text features as well. So they got a double dose of that today, which was good. Every group got a new book today. Every group. I have 4 reading groups, and I meet with 3 each day. I do the 2 low groups and then one of the high groups, and then I do the 2 low groups and the other high group. So the high groups meet twice a week. The low groups meet every day. They need to. They've got to. So low group would be like either below or on grade level are my 2 lower groups. So I had a book picked out for every single group, and my other high group will get their new book tomorrow. I can just go home and get into my pajamas. I need to pick out my clothes for tomorrow, of course, and that kind of stuff. Just normal stuff. But this hair, I think it's the rainy weather. It's just making it all worse than normal. Tomorrow in Power Hour, we're going to learn how to write expanded form. So if it's 25, they'll write 20 plus 5. That should go. Wow. That should go over well. I cannot talk today. That should go well. They've been doing really great with their previous days. I almost had everybody today that I was supposed to have. I had 8 again, but at least it wasn't extra students that weren't normally there. The one teacher was missing a couple of her students because they were gone. So I had everybody that was supposed to be there that was here at school today. I'm supposed to have 11 students and I had 8, so that wasn't too bad. And a couple of them didn't come yesterday because they went to the wrong place. So I had to kind of go over place value with them really fast, but they got it because these are the higher kids. That's why they're in here. We're kind of front loading place value for them so that they know already how to do it by the time we get to the test. So that's going to be really nice for second quarter testing when it's crazy time and it's Christmas and we're trying to do a gingerbread play and Christmas around the world and making presents for our parents and all the hoopla that goes with that. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm trying to stay ahead of things so I don't have the big crazy scramble at the end to try to get everything done before Christmas break, because this girl does not want to be doing grade cards over Christmas vacation. No, I want it done beforehand, because when we come back, we do have a teacher work day the day before the kids come back in January, but half of that they usually take up with professional development when all of us are sitting there really wishing we could be in our classrooms. So our focus is really not good on that day. Yeah, but we do get half the day to work on our grade cards and things like that. But I want mine done. I want them done. I don't want to have to mess with that when I come back. I want to start fresh. So that should be good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Tomorrow we're going to do a Kahoot about Thanksgiving. The kids are really excited about that. And we'll do our writing tomorrow. We're going to add more details to our personal narratives. Get those out and get them started again. And do more fact family stuff with our Go Math. Tomorrow's lesson is 5.7 and it's choose an operation and strategy to solve an addition or subtraction word problem. Oh my goodness, how awesome. That means they get to choose the strategy that works best for them. I love those lessons. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Go Math. I'm not going to say I love Go Math, but I like those lessons where they let the students choose how to solve the problem rather than making them solve it a really strange, convoluted way that doesn't make sense to most people. I don't think I showed you the journal page that we did today. Let me go get the one that I did so you can see a finished one. Okay, here is the journal page that we did today. So it started out looking like this. They had to decide if these things would make a fact family or not a fact family. Now, I don't know why I never thought of this before, but last year I started color coding all of our sorting pages to make life easier for everybody. So I told them to pick 2 colors, whatever colors they like. Color this one color, color this one color. Then we went through each one of these together and decided whether they were a fact family or not a fact family. If it was a fact family, we colored it this color. If it was not a fact family, we colored it this color. So it turned out looking like this. So then, when they went to cut and paste, all they had to do was match the colors. Oh, I don't know why in the world I never thought of this before. It was an epiphany. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was sent down from an angel. I don't know, but it's been amazing. We've done different sorts before, and it's so much easier because they don't have to think about it anymore. They're just like, oh, just match the colors up. Done. Because they already did all the work. Now they just have to put it together. But I tell you, when you're working with first graders, if there's much of a lag between the answer and the activity, they forget everything. And then they're like, which one is this? Which one? Or you've got, oh, I dropped one. I can't find it, but I don't know where it goes. That eliminates all of that mess. So there's a tip for you. If you do sorts, color code them. It makes life so much easier. Yes. I'm going to get ready to go home. It's 3:30. I think the peanut butter sandwich is helping me feel more perky now, which I'm very glad about. I'm trying to close out on my stuff here on the computer and try to figure out what I need to do. I need to work on my newsletter, which is going to include the 2 days of next week and then the following week, because it would be silly to do a newsletter for 2 days and then have to do another one for 5 days. So I'm going to do 7 days. And then when I come back from Thanksgiving, it'll just be normal again. We'll be starting chapter 6 when we come back from Thanksgiving in Go Math, and that'll be a new book. So that'll be kind of cool. Well, I think that's all I have to tell you, friends. I'm going to go see if a couple of teachers wouldn't mind if I use their iPads at the end of the day tomorrow. And then I'll be ready to go home. Yay! I hope you had a great week, because I know you're not watching this till the weekend. So it's kind of hard to think that way. But Vlogmas is coming, and that will be another daily video for you. So that'll be cool. And I also have another thing up my sleeve. I hope it works out. Got some things lined out for it, not everything. So hopefully that comes to fruition soon. So you just have to stay tuned and see. And I will talk to you later. Bye.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Would you be mine? Yeah, good old Mr. Rogers. And it is gross out here. It's been raining and it's so dark and gloomy, but look at my cool neighbor's house. Isn't that neat? They have a donkey or a mule, I'm not really sure. It makes all kinds of weird noises. And they have cows that moo. And they have a freaky dog that doesn't come over here anymore, thank goodness, because it scares the crap out of my cats. But he's a very nice guy. He kind of takes care of our road, puts gravel down when it needs it, and kind of blades it so it's not all bumpy and nasty. So it's pretty cool.
So I'm sure the lighting is just fabulous in the car. I'm waiting in the garage for Caitlin. Apparently she woke up in the night and was sick, but she feels better now, sort of, and she's going to try to go to school. And yet, we're moving at a slower pace today because of it, and I'm sitting here going, This is the day that she's supposed to have Gamers Club after school, and here she comes, so I'll talk to you later. Feels like it, huh? Okay. Those are looking good. It's going to make a beautiful birthday book. Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 15th. Hump day! So glad we made it to this day. So you saw earlier that outside is kind of grody. It's getting nicer though. I think the sun has come out and the air is clear and it's going to be outside recess, which is great for everyone. Yes. So no time to talk this morning after that. When I got here, it was like run, 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 get everything ready. So one of my students has a birthday coming up. So for morning work today, we did her birthday page and I showed a little snippet of that. And then we did our power hour, and in my little group I only had 7 students because I guess kids have been sick because I've never had my full 11 the whole time. So had 7 kiddos. We did a couple of paper activities and then we worked on expanded notation and they totally got that because it's, you know, pretty easy. And then we played a couple of interactive math games on the board that I got from Reagan Tunstall. And if you're interested in her games, if you go to her TpT store, it's Reagan Tunstall in TpT, and she's got interactive math games. You can get individual games and they're like $5, I think, for like all the place value ones would be like $5 and all the addition ones would be $5. Or you can get the bundle, which is what I did because she was going to be adding to it. So it's got all of the standards for first grade in those math games. So I clicked on the place value math games and the kids really, really liked it. They got to use my computer to pick the answer on the board because I don't have a board that you can touch with your fingers. It's not a smart board. It's just it's supposed to be interactive, but never really has worked right. So anyway, we used old school dry erase markers and we write on it, and then you can project whatever you want on it and then use the computer to manipulate things on the board. So they had a really good time doing that. And we went through the kids 3.5 times before it was time to go. And they really, really enjoyed that. And I thought, let's give them a break from paper and pencil. The only reason I'm having them do paper and pencil is so I can see their thinking and see what they're writing down because their test is going to be paper pencil. So I want them to have that skill. And then after that, we did our Go Math, and I finished up yesterday's lesson because we didn't get to the on your own part, and that's important to see if they can synthesize the information they learned and show you they can do it by themselves. So that, instead of a fact page today, I had them do that, and we did another page, and then we went to lesson 5.7, which was how do you know if you need to add or subtract, and it was story problems. And I thought that was a really great skill to be putting in a lesson because that's the big part of story problems is deciphering what you need to find out. So we talked about our clues. If you see the word more, you know that's going to be adding. Or if you see the word fewer or less or away, then you know it's subtracting. And they did a great job with that because we've done 2 chapters of addition and 2 chapters of subtraction before this. So all of this is built up to this culminating addition and subtraction melding chapter. So I'm seeing a little bit of gain from some of that. That was pretty cool. And then we split off and I did Prodigy with 5 kids. And then the rest of the class, the other 15, I showed them how to do wrap-ups. Let me show you those. Okay, so back in the day, even like 4 years ago, we used Saxon math. And I know there's a Saxon phonics too. But we used Saxon math, and they had these wrap-up things. Now you can buy these from Amazon. I've seen them on there, but they're kind of pricey. So whenever we got rid of our Saxon materials, I kept all of the manipulatives that came with it. I kept the offices, I kept the wrap-ups, kept the cubes, and all of that stuff. But these are really cool for math fact practice. So this will be one of the things that they'll do in their rotation every 4 days. One day will be Prodigy, one day will be a math journal, one day will be math fact practice with either wrap-ups or flashcards with a partner, and the other day will be the math game. So now I've got my 4 rotations. And I've already made my little rotation board and everything. I'm going to have to fix my board over there and see if I can make it work like that. Because last year we rotated 4 times each day. So they went to everything every day, which was great. Now the paper fact practice, they will do every single day as we're transitioning from power hour through restroom break time and snack into our Go Math lesson. That's going to be our Do Your Math Fact Practice page. Kind of get their brain back into the groove. Okay, so with the wrap up, it's kind of like when you draw lines to match things on a paper, like the cow goes to the milk and whatever, the pig goes to the slop. So you take your string and you're just basically drawing the lines from one answer to the other. On this one, it was just counting from 0 to 23. So that's the one I started with just to give them practice on how to hold this, because it's my hand is much bigger than a 6-year-old's hand, so it's pretty easy for me to hold. But you can imagine how wobbly this would be in trying to manipulate the string too at the same time. So most of today was practicing how to hold this and how to get your string to go where you wanted it to go. I didn't want them to really have to think too much about what the answer was. They can count from 0 to 23 because in kindergarten they count all the way to 100. So I figured this would be super simple for them to practice just the physical aspect of using the tool. Then next time they do it, they'll start doing actually the fact practice. So this one is doubles, and they know those, so they're going to be excited. This one is adding 1, then subtracting 1, adding 2, subtracting 2, adding 3, missing number, perfect, subtracting just in general from 10, and just adding bigger numbers together. These are not doubles plus ones. I thought I saw one of those, but it's just random bigger numbers. So they do go up in skill, so that'll be a good thing for them to practice. And then like I said, the other thing they'll get to do when they have this rotation that day is to do flashcards with a partner. And so the partner will hold the flashcard and the other person will say, 2 plus 2 is 4. And the partner back here holding the card will check it and make sure that's the right answer. And if it's not, they'll tell the person, no, the answer is this. That way. And then they'll say, oh, if they said 2 plus 2 is 5, they'll be like, no, 2 plus 2 is 4. And then I want them to repeat 2 plus 2 equals 4. Just so they hear it and they get it in their heads, because we want that automaticity as much as possible. Because Go Math doesn't really do fact fluency, which kind of bites them when they start to learn multiplication. If you're still counting addition on your fingers, multiplying is a little difficult. So I'm trying to get them geared up for 2nd grade. Let me show you my outfit, and then I'm going to go eat my lunch kind of early because I am hungry and I didn't take my medicine. Shoot. Yeah, so I'll do that too. And then I need to get my newsletter done and working on my lesson plans for the week after Thanksgiving, because next week's a no-brainer. It's 2 days of turkey stuff, basically, and a math test. So we won't do spelling, so I'll have to put something in the spelling slot, but that's okay. All right, so I'm wearing just kind of like a tunic thing with a lacy back, and I believe this came from Walmart. I'm pretty sure. And then I have this long necklace from Cato that's just sparkly, and as I was walking from the hallway to my classroom, there were other 1st graders coming through, and they're like, oh, I like your necklace, I like your necklace. I'm like, thank you, because they like sparkles. And then these earrings came from Maurice's. This ring came from Maurice's. I've had this for a while. I think I've worn this watch before. It came from Kohl's. And then this bracelet came from Cato, which is kind of a cuff bracelet. And then I've got, whoo, falling over. I've got these lacy shoes, and these came from Walmart at one time, but I don't wear shoes very often because I wear different ones every day, so they don't wear out very quickly. So these are just nice little flats, just slip-ons, kind of ballet slippers. And then I've got some black leggings from Maurice's, and that's my whole outfit. I just kind of went easy and casual, but kind of put together. So let me back up so you can see the whole thing. I tried to show you the detail on the lace. I'm not sure it showed up very well, but did what I could. So I'm going to go get to work, and I'll check back with you later. Hi there. So we had a lot of trouble today with listening. A lot of trouble. And can you see this? That's the little charging plug stuck into the iPad. Have to get out my big guns, the toolkit. This is like the 7th one I think that is broken. I've got my little things here. There we go. Operation was a success. But my goodness, we just got new charging cords on Friday. It's only Wednesday. And a student has already broken off another one. It was one of the old ones. It's one of the short ones, but still. I cannot find the zipper. There it is. Oh, it's just really frustrating. I made a point of being the one that plugs them in all the time by myself. So I'm not sure how from lunchtime to after center time someone broke one off. That would only happen if they were trying to plug it in. So now I have to send another IT report and say, I need another charging cord. And they're probably going to be like, what are you doing in there? You're like, I have 6-year-olds. That's what I'm doing in here. Yeah. So this one is going to charge back here. Alrighty. So I got my newsletter finished earlier. And I printed it. I got the color one. I got my lesson plans printed for the 2 days we have next week. Here are my plans for next week. My big 2 days. The yellow is when we don't have school. I'm very excited because I'm very, very tired, to be honest. And I'm ready for a break. Here's my newsletter. I just decided to go ahead and just do the 2 days for next week and then make a new one for the following week because I honestly don't know what I'm doing the week after Thanksgiving exactly, so I want to have time to think about it, and I don't want to have the pressure of getting it done today. So I'll either try to do it tonight or this weekend. I'll get the plans made because I definitely want them made by the time I come back on Monday so I can make my copies and prepare things so that when I come back from Thanksgiving, everything is ready like it usually is. I've already chosen my class jobs for next week, and they will actually stay for the 2 days we have next week and then the following 5 days. So that'll be taken care of. My terrific kid is chosen for the next 7 days, 2 school weeks. We did some Thanksgiving cahoots today, and they were pretty fun. So that was a good time. As we learned about the first Thanksgiving and some of the myths that have been perpetuated, they were not called pilgrims, they were called separatists because they had separated from the Church of England and moved on with life. So my students learned that yesterday in a Reading A to Z book called The First Thanksgiving. So if you are interested in reading that story to your class, it is available on the Reading A to Z website. Tomorrow for Power Hour, we are going to do one of those 120 chart color the little squares in to make a picture thing. And so since we're doing place value, I'm going to be like, find the number that has 4 ones. Find the number that has 1, 10, and 6 ones. And that like that. They did really well today, and so I don't really think that's going to be hard for them. And then on Monday we test. So hopefully they all pass with flying colors. And then Tuesday we'll just play some games. And that'll be done with place value, and we'll move on to the next group. Which I will probably have place value again, just different kids. And that's fine because I already have stuff. So yay. And honestly, if they did this stuff before, they can do it again. It's okay. Hopefully I'll get different kids though. I'll just try to make sure I have different kids so they don't get the same stuff. But it's been going pretty well. And I'm just tired, so I think I'm going to go. When I go home, I'm not planning on doing much of anything. Because I just haven't gotten enough sleep for several days, and it's just wearing on me. And then the kids are just extra squirrely this week, probably because the weather has fluctuated from kind of cold to not very cold to rainy to sunny and everything in between. So they have not been listening. I keep telling them, friends, we've been in school for 58 days. I'm expecting to see better behavior now because you know the score. You know what I expect. You know how we roll. Please follow directions and do what we're supposed to do. Yeah, so I think we're all ready for a break. Yes, we are. I will chat with you in the morning. I hope you have had a great week and that your behaviors have been minimal or zero and that you are well rested, and having a great time. Chat with you later. Good morning. Happy Thursday. My day has started out very rough. I started out with a horrible headache at 3 o'clock this morning and haven't really gotten much better since then, but I'm here because making sub plans would have killed me more. So I'm going to kind of be my own sub today. Going to make it through Power Hour and math, and then I'm going to make my afternoon super easy. We were already doing a phonics game for reading group, so that's already easy and it's already prepared. And then after that, we have a birthday, so we're going to have a birthday celebration. And then after recess, we were going to make our pilgrim hats, but I've decided I just can't handle that today, so I'm going to let the kids read out of their book boxes, and I'm going to let them test out of their little pink sight word books because they're super excited about that. And that'll be the rest of our day. So I may not talk anymore today. I don't know. It depends on how I feel later. But I've taken medicine and done everything I can think of, so we'll see how it goes. So I'll talk to you later sometime. Hello again. It is lunchtime, and I'm feeling better, not great, but I can make it. I've made it to lunch. I can make it the rest of the day. So I thought I'd show you my outfit since I can be more upright now. I've already made a lot of copies for next week, so I'm getting ready for the 2 days that we have. I'm trying to make it more fun. So here's what I'm wearing. I've got a cardigan type thing, jacket thingy. I've worn this once before from Walmart, and then I have this kind of tealish color, greenish blue, long sleeve tee material shirt. This scarf, I think from Walmart. Earrings from Cato, bracelets from Cato. Don't have a watch today, I forgot it. And no wonder my brain was gone. And this sparkly ring from Walmart. And then I have, let me show you my boots. Black boots with the tan band on the top. See that? There's a buckle on the side. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. Very comfortable. It's very flowy. If I get too warm, I can take this off and it'll still look okay. I like layering things because sometimes it gets a little warm in here, sometimes it gets a little cold in here. Doesn't really stay a constant temperature because the sun, hits the windows at a different part of the day, different intensities of heat. So it just depends. Mornings are usually cooler, afternoons are usually warmer, so layers are the way to go. I'm going to go get my little turkey project ready, and I'll show you that too. That'll be for next week. Let me show you what we're doing after I read this book today. So I'm going to read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Turkey for our read aloud today, because I finished the Ready Freddy Thanksgiving Turkey Trouble, and I don't want to start another chapter book right now, so I'm just going to read some Thanksgiving books. Monday and Tuesday we're going to read some more Thanksgiving books, and we're going to do some comprehension things with them. Like I'm going to start doing story elements. So characters, setting, problem, and solution. So they can kind of get used to that. Even though we don't assess that till March, that's third quarter, they need more practice than that. So I want to start on that and just kind of keep going with it. Also, I want more practice with beginning, middle, and end, because some of them had trouble with that for their first quarter assessments. So we'll do some of that too, retelling, and just enjoying some of those books too, because they're fun. Here's what we're doing this afternoon. All right, so they're going to do their read, trace, build, and write. So they read the word, they trace it, they make the word with their magnetic letters out of their foundations boxes. And I will show you one of those because I had a request for that. And then they write the word. Then they're going to finish their morning work. Then they're going to finish their fact page. This is my terrific turkey. This is just a freebie from Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you go to Teachers Pay Teachers, TpT, and just type in the search box like turkey math or turkey fact page or whatever, you can come up with all kinds of nice little freebies. And then this means they're going to go to their center wheel. It's not real straight over here, but whatever. But they know what that means. So they know that they go in the order of the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how that works. Let me show you one of the foundations boxes, because someone asked me about the phonics boxes that I talked about. These are the phonics boxes. These are just like giant versions of their school boxes. They're made by Sterilite. We got them from Walmart about, I don't know, 6 years ago, I'd say. They're latch boxes. We ordered them online and picked them up in the store. I actually took the school van and went and picked up the entire thing for the whole first grade and brought them back. So they have a whiteboard, which really needs to be cleaned. They didn't erase very well, but it's got 2 sides. These come with the Foundations Phonics program, Wilson Phonics, or Wilson Foundations Phonics, that's what it is. And then there's a black marker, dry erase, and then an eraser. And this is their letter board. And these are kind of goofy, but they have their magnetic letters. And they have a little spot to put them on. And we have 2 F's, 2 L's, and they're supposed to have 2 S's. So I don't know where the student left their S, but they're missing an S. Anyway, and there's our chunks, our digraphs. So they use these letters to build words during our phonics lessons and also on that one sheet that I just showed you that we do once a week. So that's what we keep in our phonics boxes. In case you were interested, they're very handy. They're great for word work and also great for our phonics lessons. So pretty nice. They've learned where their stack is. So this is 1 through 5, 6 through 10, and then there's another one of these on the other side over there, right there. That's 11 through 15 and 16 through 20. And then that extra box in the middle is 21 because I had 21 students last year. I found this cute little turkey project and it's called Turkey Talk and it's made by Kara Carroll at the first grade parade. It's in her TpT store and she's under Kara Carroll, C-A-R-R-O-L-L. So if you just search Kara Carroll or Turkey Talk, freebie, whatever, you'll find it. And it looks like this. So cute. And it's got the templates with it. And it even tells you what color to make them. So I made myself a little sticky note. So when I went to the copier, I knew how many to push in for each thing because I'm like brain dead today and it was much easier for me. So I have my lesson plans reprinted because I changed a few things. And I am very, we're not going to say anal, I'm going to say particular. And really like things nice and neat and tidy and don't want to mess up my lesson plans with sticky notes and scribbles. So yes, I reprinted them. They're ready for Monday and Tuesday next week. Got the head for the turkey. We have the waddle for the turkey. We have, well, eyeballs for the turkey. And we have, well, if I can get hold of it, a beak and 2 feet for the turkeys. And then I guess they can just, it looks like on here, they just have strips of construction paper looped over to make the feathers. So I may need to do that too. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I made enough so that I can make one as an example because I've never done this particular project. Most of the other projects I've done before, and I keep a sample that I've made year after year because I realize, why am I making a new one every year? That's dumb. Make one and save it so you don't have to keep going to the work every year to make one. Silly. So that's what we're going to do on Monday next week. Plus, I told you I was going to do the pilgrim hats for the boys and the girls. I'm taking that home tonight, and I'm just going to do it over the weekend because I just don't have it in me to try to do it with 20 students and just the madness that ensues. So I'm going to let them read with their partners this afternoon. And after they, time to go get the kids from lunch. like I was saying, I'm going to let the students read with a partner after they finish their first Thanksgiving book. All they need to do is finish coloring it, then cut the pieces apart and I'll staple it, and then they can take it home. So that will be good. Let me have all of this paper. Needs to go back into my paper file. And all of these I need to cut apart into little sections. So that'll be what I do later. Put this stuff away. Making new piles back here. Let me go grab my kids and I may check back with you later. Good morning, happy Friday. I wanted to show you what I found at Dollar Tree last week. I'm going to put on my windows in the door when I come back from Thanksgiving. Probably right before I leave on Tuesday. Aren't those cute? I saw the Cha-Cha Cakes, Teresa, had found these, and I was like, ooh, I really like those because, like she said, they're wintry, not just Christmassy, so you can leave them on through the whole winter. I also found this cute little thing. Thought that'd be neat. And I think these will make great ornaments because we do a gingerbread thing, and so that'd be really cute. Let me put the kids' picture on the back. Really fun and really exciting. Little tiny sticky notes. I use those for everything though, and for $1, I mean, my gosh, you can't beat that. So that's it for the Dollar Tree haul. Good morning. Before I forget, I'm going to show you the little turkey that I made that goes with the Turkey Talk project that we're going to do on Monday. So here's how it turned out with the little loops for feathers. Pretty cute. So I took a scad of construction paper home so that I can cut strips while I'm watching TV in my pajamas over the weekend and bring it all back. Plus, I'm going to take the pilgrim hat templates to go with the paper that I already took so I can make them over the weekend. So I'm going to be busy on the couch cutting and folding and stapling. Good morning. Happy Friday. Woo! It's District Jeans Day. So I'm wearing jeans and a shirt with pretty sparkles on it. I'll show you. My whole outfit is brought to you today by Maurice's. I feel like I should be sponsored by them because I pretty much float their company, or used to. Haven't bought stuff for a while. The only thing that's not from there would be my watch, which is from Kohl's, and my ring, which is from Walmart. And I've worn this one time before. But the earrings and all of the clothing and boots are from Maurice's. So let me back up so you can see. I've got this like fancy hoodie on. I'll take it off so you can see the back of my shirt because it's kind of fancy. Fancy, and I've got black. I'll just show you real quick. The kids will be here in about 5 minutes, but this hoodie is so pretty. It's all sparkly. It's got like sequins through it, and it's very soft inside. It's supposed to get up to like 60 degrees today, so I didn't think I'd need a coat, but I need a little something because it's a bit chilly with the wind outside. So my hair is just, it's Friday hair. My hair's tired just like me, so it's just kind of flat and weird. That's just the way it's going to be. I just kind of went with it. And I'm out of my favorite hairspray. I went to spray it and went, there's just air. So I need to swing by the salon and get some more spray. And I think we may go to Target after school, so I might be able to find that exact spray at Target possibly, or something close, just to get me through. So today we're starting with ketchup and pickles, as usual, and then there are 6 students that I told that could have iPad time because they got a huge compliment from the art teacher. They were the only 6 in the whole classroom that consistently listened and followed directions during art. So she put their names on a sticky note and handed them to me and said, these students were absolutely wonderful today. They can choose an activity that they would like to do on the iPads. So they're very excited about that. The rest of the class can finish 2 unfinished pages. They also need to finish their Thanksgiving book. Most of them were done. They just need to put the pages in order and I need to staple it. Then I'm going to be testing those pink books some more. I got some of them done yesterday and some of them done Wednesday, but there's still a few more kids because I have 20. So I've got probably 6 left that need to test, maybe, and I can get that done this morning. They're very excited. And then we have a spelling test, math lesson, more fact family stuff. What else are we doing today? I don't know. I'll let you know later because my brain is just gone. I woke up with an awful headache still. Like, this is the headache from yesterday that never went away. It went down a little bit, then it went back up a little bit. It's kind of like rising and falling with pain levels. Right now it's pretty bad. I took medicine before I left home, and I've got some hot tea. I didn't even bring my cappuccino today. I just thought I will just drink tea. Maybe that'll help with loosening up this junk in my head with the steam and the heat. We'll see. So hopefully I feel better, but this is early release day. Every Friday students get out at 2, and then teachers have bajillion meetings. We have not a staff meeting. We have a grade level meeting right after the kids get dismissed to their spots. And then after that, we have our PLCs. And so usually we talk about interventions and student work. So that's what's on the agenda for this afternoon. We'll have Go Noodle today. I don't remember what we're doing after lunch. I don't know. I'm just going to go with whatever's on my lesson plan because I honestly don't remember. Okay, I will probably catch you later. Okay, on the books this afternoon is a math game. Actually, it's before lunch. So we have ketchup and pickles, math, specials, math game. We're going to do Angry Doubles. They love that game. I think part of it is the draw of using the giant foam cube. Whatever. I'm happy to hook them however I can. Then lunch. Then we're going to work on our writing, if I can handle it today. It's been very hard. And if my headache is still here, I'm not going to do writing because it's too intensive for my brain. So we might do something else during that time. And then recess and go noodle and go home. So that's my day. Hi, it's already specials time, and it's only 10 o'clock because we go earlier on Fridays because it's early release day. But I thought I'd pop on here and show you, ooh la la, for my French friends out there, papillon. So apparently they're made by Jot. This is from the Dollar Tree I showed you earlier, but I just thought that was interesting that it had a French word. Oh, here's your Friday funny for the day. One of my little boys came over to me and said, "Hey, Miss Bond," and I said, "What, buddy?" He goes, "What do you call a 3-hump camel?" And I went, "I don't know." He goes, "Pregnant." Ha! And I went, "Okay, good one. Thank you." So, thought I'd share that with you. There you go. I hope that made your day. So, it is after school and we're home. As you can see, I'm in the comfort of my own kitchen, about to change into my pajamas and just enjoy the rest of the evening. There was no time to talk after school because we had meetings, but I did a Go math lesson. We did a math game. Mittens really wants me to pick her up. We had a grade level meeting. We had a PLC meeting, and then it was time to go. Yay. So I'm happy to be home. Happy this week is over. I still have an awful headache, and it's just like right here. And my hair just flattened more and more as the day went on, and I just gave up on it. Just went, whatever, I don't care anymore. So that was the rest of my day. I hope your week went very well. I hope you are healthy and happy and ready for Thanksgiving. This weekend on the agenda is making 12 boy pilgrim hats and 8 girl pilgrim hats, and also cutting strips and strips and strips of construction paper for turkey feathers for that little talking turkey thing, that turkey talk project that I showed you earlier. I'm also going to divide out some of those cute little mini erasers that I got from the Target dollar spot for some math games. So I printed out a whole bunch of math mats, and I just need to laminate them this weekend and they'll be ready to go. And I brought home bags and the erasers so I could count them out into the bags and have them ready to go. We're going to start with the foxes. They're so cute. And I found a really cute little fox math game that was $1.50 on TpT, and I thought, man, I can have more than $1.50 worth of fun with these mats all winter long. So we'll be using those. I also found, I think, a snowman one. Yeah, and I believe a penguin math mat. So I'll be sharing those as we use them. The kids love the candy corn mat, and they can use the skull erasers on the jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm sure they will just go crazy over the foxes. So I'm excited to bring those out. And I'm going to make my lesson plans for the week after Thanksgiving. And I guess I'm going to be doing a different power hour group, even though I was prepared to do place value again because I still have lots of stuff for that. I think I'm going to be bumped up to the next group, which is expanded notation place value. So I'll have to start thinking about that. Try to figure out what to do for that because I don't want to have that looming over me over Thanksgiving either. I want to get that taken care of before I leave for Thanksgiving break. We'll only have 2 days of power hour when we come back from Thanksgiving break because first grade gets to go on little food field trips to Hy-Vee. That's one of our health objectives, is recognizing the different food groups, eating well-balanced nutritional food. So we're going to get to see and hear all about the different foods at Hy-Vee. And so that's during Power Hour. Darn. So we're going to miss 2 days of it that week. Ooh, bonus. So we only have 2 days of Power Hour that week. Yay. So I only need to plan for 6 days again. So really 5 days plus testing day. So that'll be good. Because I don't know that there's a huge amount of stuff you can do with expanded notation anyway. I'll have to look around and see what I have. So that's what I'm planning for this weekend. Plus I'm hoping that this headache will go away and leave me alone and never come back. And I'm hoping I can get a lot more rest this weekend and be ready for the next 2 days of craziness before Thanksgiving, because the kids will be wackadoo, I'm sure. Super excited to start their vacation. I told them we'd be doing lots of turkey things. So they're very excited about that. And we're going to have a sharing feast where the students will all get to bring something that they can share, and we'll eat kind of buffet style, and we'll get to sit on the floor and enjoy the meal with our partner class across the way. That'll be super fun. They'll be the Native Americans and we'll be the Pilgrims. Mittens is messing with the camera, sorry. So that's what I'm planning for this weekend and for next week. And I'll talk to you again on Monday. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you later.